below and we'll be communicating with you. So my first question to you guys is, how long is the Great Wall?
22,000.
So who have the right answer? Anyone?
22,000.
How long?
22,000 kilometers.
22,000. 22,000.
kilometers.
21.
21?
Yeah.
Any other guesses? 20,000. So your answers are all above like 20,000 kilometers. Wow. So the answer is actually around 8,800 kilometers long. Yeah. Even Oh, okay. So because the Great Wall has different sections, it is not upweight from from Liaoning to Gansu. So there are actually gaps that are not covered by the Great Wall. So shall we move along and have more questions during our trip? Thank you guys for participation. And my second question for you guys is that almost every dynasty have constructed the Great Wall, but only actually 4 of them have carried large-scale renovations and constructions. What are these dynasties? Could you name it? I have a few choices for you. The Qin dynasty, the Han dynasty, and the Qing dynasty. So ABC.
Can you repeat?
The Qin dynasty. Pardon?
Han Dynasty.
Han dynasty. Yes, you're correct. And you can have a glowing stick. And actually, ABC, from all these answers, there is only one answer wrong. It is actually the Qing dynasty, which didn't do any renovation to the Great Wall because it was too late, and the Great Wall had a lot of erosion, and they abandoned the Great Wall as a defensive system. Pardon?
The Qing dynasty, is it the
Yes,
last one?
the Qing dynasty is the last dynasty. All right, so we are crossing one of the towers here, and I think shall we move forward? All right, it's time to read a few comments on Facebook now. Thank you for joining us this morning, guys. As always.
I see.
All right, so the lighting here is quite good, so I'm going to stand here for a bit in order for you guys to see us. And so, yeah, I'm catching up my breath a little bit. Yes, sorry, please pardon the interruptions because we're on the Great Wall now and the connection might not be very well during this live stream. Yes, shall we move along? Hello, Rebecca. Good morning from Arizona. Hello, River. Good morning, beautiful New Mexico. Yes, hello to you all. Very interesting place to visit. Yeah, thank you.
Don't trip over the feet.
Oh, they're also doing photos now. Right. It's better here? Okay. So you can see from afar, there's another tourist group over there. I mean, guys, in the evening, Great Wall is still a very attractive place to visit. In the daytime, you will have like sufficient sunlight for the photo and other stuff, but it might be too hot and too sunny to visit during the daytime. But in the evening, this is very breezy here, and it's so cool. So remember the family photo I told you about of my last experience here. We actually took that photo on the top over there, and I remembered we walked up, all the way up to the tallest tower, and we had a photo over there, and there is a stone or a sign over there saying 长城好汉 Great Wall Hero. So if you reach that point, you are the hero in this visit. And I see a lot of people are walking up, having their hiking tour over here, taking photos with family. Cool. Are we having? All right. What is this photo for? So also so he is using this distance, to create a cool picture with his wife, I guess. Like, so funny. All right, let's walk along. Kids are around us now, as you can hear from the sound. All right, so talking about some of the fun facts about the Great Wall. As you heard from the tour guide, Miss Han, just now, she said more than 400 heads of states have visited here. And I actually have a question for you guys. Which American president came to visit the Great Wall? And actually, I have my question over here. You can see which president have visited the Great Wall. A, B, or C? Which one? Is it Obama? Is it Clinton? Is it Reagan? Who have visited the Great Wall before? A, B, or C? Leave your answer in the comment section, and I'll be able to see them on my phone. So who have visited? Who have visited the Great Wall? I didn't see any of your answer, guys. Please leave your comments. Please leave your answers down here. So let me catch up with Michael. Hi, Michael. Do you know that? I have a question.
Yes.
So which president came to visit the Great Wall? Do you know this?
I believe, well, let's put it this way. I know it's, I thought it was Nixon.
Nixon. Cool. So my answers here, I have 3 answers over here. Obama, Clinton, and Reagan. So
I'm gonna say it wasn't Reagan, so it was either Obama or Clinton. I'm gonna guess Obama.
Obama.
Yeah.
This is not a single answer question, so you
Okay,
can
so
choose
it's Obama
multiple.
and Clinton.
Obama and Clinton?
Yeah. Am I right?
You're not right. Actually, all 3 of them, and also the person you mentioned, have also visited Great Wall.
Reagan came to the Great Wall?
Yes, Reagan came to the Great Wall.
Oh my goodness, I never knew that. That's so weird.
And Nixon too.
Well, I remember Nixon. I remember Nixon.
So
I'm old
4
enough to remember Nixon.
Yeah, so you actually completed this answer. So 4 of the American
That
presidents.
was mean. That was a
came
trick
to-
question.
Yeah.
I thought it was only
Thank
one
you
choice.
for your participation. And would you like to
no,
have
thank
a
you. We can
glowing
save
stick?
that to the more deserving guest.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem.
So this is a fun fact about Great Wall. Did you have the answer, guys? This is quite interesting. They're all enjoying their time. All right, let's move along. Mm-hmm. Be careful, there's a step over here. Yeah. Be careful. Mm-hmm. All right. So yeah, this is really, really nice. So you can see from here there is a window on the Great Wall. This tower actually I think are used for soldiers to rest and to hoard some grains and food in wartime. So they have their military supply and to keep, everyone to stomach. So beautiful here. About the Great Wall, and because we have touched on how long the Great Wall old is the Great Wall. So the Great Wall was actually constructed as early as the 17th century BC. So before Christ, which is more than 2,700 years ago. And it was the spring and autumn period in China, in ancient China. And in order to Normans and the Mongolians invading the farmland down south, so they have this construction here as a military defense system. So it has been here more than 2,000 works, but only 4 dynasties have did large-scale renovation in this place. This is quite interesting over here. Yeah, I think blocking a lot of the passengers here. So let's move along. Because we're going to go also listed the way to go down. This is the passage down, and this is not actually a Euro go to the top. An option, so it's quite interesting. Yeah, so enough with that. Just want to show you there's another option. If you are tired of climbing up, there is also a way to go down. So seeing all the the infrastructure here still standing tall is very emotional for me, because I think the Great Wall of China not only was a defensive system in ancient times, it also demonstrates the perseverance and the perseverance of the Chinese people, who are determined to have a prosperous life. So it demonstrates the hope for peace. I'm walking backward because I want to show you guys the scene back there. Just flip the camera and see where we have climbed up. The scene is very gorgeous. So, do we still have our foreign guests walking up, or did they?
Some are there.
Oh, I think we're left behind. So let's keep on moving. Did you guys climb all the way to the top? No?
No, we
How far did you go?
we just passed this next point here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we have to meet back at
early,
8:20, so
Oh,
we just meet
yeah.
so we
like
had to turn around.
Good point. Let's join them and turn around.
Oh, I see how it
One
is.
more reason for me to cheat.
You could go to that tower and come back.
Yeah.
Come on, go
Do
touch
any
the
of your
tower.
friends online, do they have any questions for you?
Yes, of course. They actually asked who visited China. I mean, because our guide, Miss Han, mentioned that there are more than 400 heads of states visited here. So they want us to name a few. So yeah.
Donald Trump came last year.
I don't think he visited the Great Wall. He
I'm
went
not sure
to
if he
the.
came to the Great Wall, no.
Oh, before.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nixon did. Yes, that's for sure. And Reagan did that too.
I'm from Canada. Trudeau.
Trudeau
pretty much every
visited
one of
here.
our prime ministers in the past has
So
been
you're
to
from
China.
Canada. Nice. Cool.
Pretty much all the prime ministers have been so,
Been to China?
Yep.
Wow.
to visit. I haven't seen anybody yet.
Okay, nice to know. Very interesting. So yeah, 4 of the American presidents have visited here. So that's the fun fact. Actually,
Also got like the army behind you, so that's fun.
all right, so let's move forward. There are separate ways for us to go in. Be careful. So this is the second tower of the north side. Be careful, guys. It would be a great place to tell ghost stories, though. All right. Let's move along. It's so beautiful ahead of us. You can see the Great Wall has light up in different colors. So, yeah, because on the Great Wall, sometimes we don't have a lot of, have great connections. So I'm going to read out your comments later because I didn't see them on my phone now. And they will be coming in as, oh, they are here. Yeah. I hope you guys are enjoying this because I've seen so many, friendly people on the Great Wall during our visit, and also I hope you guys are having a great morning with us. So I think Great Wall sometimes can be a perfect signature when you think about China, and this is actually what we want to preserve as a historical site. And so as you can see that in the old days there are people tend to carve their names on the Great Wall, and some of the bricks are pretty much damaged by these carvings, but nowadays this is actually prohibited by the law. So you're against the law if you carve things on this. I want to show you not because to show their bad behavior, but to call on you guys to preserve the historical sites in China. This is a bad behavior for sure, but let this be a lesson for all of us so that we can preserve this historical site as it was for the next generation and the generations ahead of us. So this is very important, guys. And I know that because I read on the news there are people who carved their names or their carved their wishes on the Great Wall, and they were actually caught and they were sent into prison for a couple of days and to pay for fine to renovate what they have destroyed. So yeah, and not only there are Chinese characters, there are like Korean characters, and yeah, so I kind of feel you that when you visit a place, you want to leave your best wish at this place, but this is not what we want you to do, guys. So keep in mind of that. All right. So thank you very much for your understanding, and let's keep the Great Wall, intact together. And since we have to go back to the meeting point, to as a on time to depart for the Great Wall, because the Great Wall will be closed I think before the midnight, and they will clear out all the tourists for the next day, and only staffers and maintenance workers are allowed to come in during the nighttime and to prepare for the next day. So yeah, be careful. Yeah, just so you know, Luisa is working behind the camera, and Cici is working as our assistant today. Thank you, girls. Thank you so much for your helping, and yeah. Let me restart my Facebook again so that I can see your comment. I'm actually having a great day here. Thank you for asking, guys. Yeah, no. So I was able to talk with several guests where we were having today, and they were pretty positive about the tourism scene in the future ahead of the after the COVID. And it is actually true, because a few days earlier I was interviewing an economist who said actually there should be a pent-up demand after the COVID, because when you are in the quarantine, people tend to have their days, spend their time inside of the apartment, and they'll feel bored, and they will have this urge of getting out and to see the world. So yeah, so in the near future, I guess tourism will be kicking in. China is now actually not very much open to the outside world. You still need to have a permit to come inside of China and to pass the border, and but still. Hey Sarah, let me quickly catch up with you.
Sure.
Sorry I missed you earlier
No,
because
that's okay.
I was talking to the other guys.
Yeah, no problem.
Did you enjoy this trip?
I did. I'm quite tired now.
Really?
We had a big dinner and then we walked on the wall, so it was perfect.
Cool. Shall we
Good
move
way to
aside,
walk it off.
because this is the stairs over there.
Sure.
Bad for me to choose this spot.
No problem.
But it is very beautiful tonight. I see the Great Wall lightening up, and it's quite emotional for me to see all of these. Standing. It is still standing after 2,700 years. So, wow, very impressive for me. So, you have been taking a lot of foreign tourists in China. What do you think is the greatest selling point of Great Wall?
I think the history, because I think a lot of people know what it is, but they don't really know the details, why it exists, and sometimes it's hard for them to imagine what it was like to work on the wall, or build it, or be a soldier.
Yeah.
And so for us it's really fun to help people understand. And when you're standing on it, when you're finally standing on it, you feel like, wow, it's not the same as seeing it in photos, much
Yeah.
better.
So we've catch up earlier, and I know what you do, but our fans on Facebook page doesn't really know. So could you introduce yourself a little bit for our fans on Facebook?
Sure, yeah. So I'm Sarah. I've lived in Beijing since 2005, and I have a travel company called Bespoke Travel. And we help foreign tourists coming to China to see the best bits of China, the most exciting bits of China. Usually we work with experts to show people the Great Wall or the Forbidden City or the best food. So I think that's really the best way to get under the skin of Beijing is to see it with people who really know what they're talking about.
So who have you took to China, or who have you took to Great Wall?
Lots of people. I think you mentioned earlier that there were lots and lots of heads of state or the tour guide.
Celebrity-wise.
Okay,
Yes,
Katy
that's the
Perry.
juice I want to know.
We brought Katy Perry to the Great
Nice.
Wall. Did we bring Matt Damon? I think we brought Matt Damon when he was filming the Great Wall with his
Wow.
family. Yeah. Oh gosh, who else? Metallica.
Metallica.
Yes. The Killers.
Wow. The Killers.
Yeah, yeah. Lots of
Ah.
bands. Yeah, and lots
I'm
of
so
NFL
jealous.
players.
I'm a Killers fan.
Yeah, me
I want
too.
to see their tours.
It's really good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a big pleasure for me. Yeah.
Wow. How did Katy Perry see this place?
She was amazing. She did the splits on the wall. She did,
Splits?
yeah.
Wow.
It's like a gymnastic
yoga.
move. Yeah, exactly. And she put it on Twitter and got millions of likes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And good job, you.
Thank you.
So earlier today, because we talked about your business, and also during one of the segments you said China is pretty much a very misunderstood place. I actually wonder, what do you think the most, misunderstandings from, foreigners to China?
There's lots, I think. People don't realize how modern China is now and how, just how modern it is. It's just so well developed, very clean and efficient and easy to get around. And also, I think that's the main thing. People, and also the food. In the West, we have a very bad version of Chinese food, but when they come here, they get to try all the different types of Chinese cuisine because there's so many. And then they're really surprised. They're like, wow, this is so much better than the Chinese food I had before. Very fresh, very delicious. Yeah.
And I guess, a lot of Chinese food overseas are totally different from the ones we're having here.
Exactly, yeah. It's usually, it's just not, you can't even compare it. It's not a good version of it. So if you're a foodie, you should definitely come to China because it's the best thing about it.
Cool. So, as you heard from Sarah, if you want to taste the food, definitely come back to China. As the slogan said, visit Beijing again.
Yes, again.
Please come back to China
Yeah.
and visit Beijing, visit China.
We'll help you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Sarah. And I guess that's all the time we have today because we have took you to the upstream of the Great Wall, and we have visited, and talked with so many interesting people and the leaders in the tourism industry, and including you. And so, guys, come to Beijing, visit Beijing again. Until next time, bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much.